Hello everyone, this is Open Bible. Today I'm going to do a very quick 10 minutes review for my ESV Study Bible. This is one Bible that I've acquired for a while, but I never really got the chance to do the review. And I really enjoy this Bible, and I really think this is the ultimate one, all-in-one Bible, and this is a Bible that everybody should have on their bookshelf. So here we go. This is the box of the Bible. Okay, so from the box you can see it is extremely thick. I think the average okay, there's a comparison. It's even thicker to my mouse, basically. So I think the dimension of the Bible is 2.5-inch thick, and I believe it's about 9.8 inches tall, and I forgot about this dimension, but it's quite huge. So this is the actual Bible. It's almost 3 pounds. So this is definitely not a Bible that you can just carry out and put it into your purse and take it to church. It's impossible because it's just way too thick. But I'm going to show you why I recommend this Bible, and I really think everybody should have one. Okay, so this is the cover. Okay, it says genuine leather here. And it's well, it's not very soft, and I don't think it's expected to be raw as in usage anyway. So okay, this is the binding. It's not a premium Bible, so don't expect something too awesome on the binding anyway, but it doesn't really matter. And it's sued. I think it's Smith sued, so it should be able to last for a very long time. Okay, so this is a content page, and this is the introduction of the Bible. Basically, it talks about the vision and the reason and the translation purpose of ESV, and also the purpose of putting up this study Bible. And also you can see this is a contributors list, and you can see how many people are actually get involved in this project to make this Bible. So you can see this Bible, it won't go around, you know, but the weakness of this Bible would be all the study note is kind of like neutral in a lot of way. I would say I'm going to do a comparison later in this video, but in general, you can trust this Bible. Nothing will go too wrong in this Bible, as you can see. The one reason why I like this Bible a lot is all those articles inside the Bible. And well, you can see there's a lot of content, and I'm going to quickly go to the introduction of Genesis alone, and you can see how many different articles even before that. So you can see this is the actual introduction of Genesis, and I think it's almost 10 pages long. So it's a really good article to read, and I would say I learned a lot from this, even though I read through Genesis like a lot of times, but I really enjoy it. And the next thing that I enjoy a lot about this Bible is those useful charts and tables. So one thing about Bible that makes people confused is the timeline between different chapters. And sometimes the timeline just, you know, like kind of like not in the chronological way, so it can be very confusing. So they put on a lot of charts and tables in order to help you to understand this. So you can even look at this one. It's a chronology timeline of Noah's Ark, and they even put on the day. It's kind of crazy, right? Okay, and then I'm going to show you something awesome. So when I was reading Genesis and Exodus, one thing that bothers me a lot is God gave a lot of detailed instruction on how to make stuff like the ark, on the artifacts like the ark, and the tent, even the garment of the robe of the priest. Everything is detailed instruction, but I don't really have the knowledge or imagination to have this image in my mind. So this study Bible, they gave you a lot of really beautiful, colorful images to help you understand better. So they even have one picture of the tent. Yeah, it's awesome, you know. For me, for people like me, it's really awesome. And then, okay, this is the crazy part. at the end of the Bible, you can see about half-inch thick. It's all other articles, all the resource that the scholars compile together for making this Bible more, I would say, holistic on the Bible front, but I would say it's actually very useful for the reader, especially for reader who is looking for a like the explanations other outside than the Bible. For example, like they have God's plans of salvation, and one thing I found very useful is actually Bible Doctrine overview, and they also have the archaeology facts of Bible somewhere here. And I think I just jumped over through it. And also they have biblical ethics, so it talks about like bioethics, about marriage, about divorce, everything. And also they have like reading guide of the Bible, and they have the canon of scripture and the archaeology behind it, and the reliability of Bible manuscript. I love it because I was trying to look over and over online through YouTube channel or to other articles to compile every information together. Why some people think critical text is more reliable, when some people think the textual receptors is more reliable, this kind of thing. And it's critical when I try to choose a Bible for my main reading source. So I actually enjoy that a lot. And also one thing I found very interesting is the history of salvation in the Old Testament, preparing the way for Christ. Basically, it lists down all the Bible verses that is talking about salvation, is actually hinting the coming of the Christ. So I really love this part. Okay, the last part of this video is going to compare the actual study note. So like I mentioned earlier, this Bible is organized and putting down together by a lot of scholars. So because of the group of putting down this ESV Study Bible is so huge, one drawback I would say I discovered is the study note is really only focusing on telling about the facts and evidence, but they don't really give you anything that is more inspiring or that you can be more applying on yourself. So here's one example. On First Samuel chapter 13, the notes I want to point it out is actually on verse 12 and 13, when Samuel came to confront Saul about why Saul didn't obey God's command, where God asked him to go on a war with Philistine and then also kill everything. But Saul decided to keep their king alive, and also to keep the sheep and the best calf in his pocket or in his soldier's pocket. And when Samuel confronted him, he said, it's for God. I saved those for God. So as you can see here, they actually didn't have a specific note for that. And the thing they're pointing out is directly on verses 13 to 14, and they're just pointing out the fact of what was the consequences of Saul's disobedience of this action, which is losing his kingdom and losing God as his strong, support. And here is the Bible I'm going to compare with. This is the Live Application Study Bible, and the Bible version is NIV. It's published by Zonovan. It's also one of my reference study Bible. And you can see from here, this is the note from the NIV Study Bible, and they actually have the notes on verses 12 and 13. And they were focused, and this Bible is more focusing on pointing out Saul made an excuse, and people made excuses. A lot of time, people just make excuses for making themselves feel better, and just try to lie to themselves about the fact that why they didn't obey God's commandment, or why they just obey, 80%, not 100%. So I would say, comparing these two study notes, I definitely found the study note here is more inspiring in a way, and it really made me to think a lot deeper, to reflecting my own cases and myself. And however, the ESV Study Bible definitely gave a lot more detail about the actual historical background, about the facts and the evidences. So I would still pretty highly recommended this study Bible for all the Christian who love study Bible, who always confused about some Bible facts, or like about the tradition of the people at the time, or even like me who need some help on those tables, those charts, and those beautiful colorful image. So I would say, yeah, highly recommended. Yeah, it's definitely something that you should put on your bookshelf. Great, this is the end of my review of today, and I hope you enjoy, and I hope this video is useful for you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.